Shalom, shalom, shalom. Israel, Royal House of David. Time for some more split pea soup. I told y'all last video that I was getting ready to break some things down for you. Alright. This is some new shit. Right. That's necessary for this time, because now that we're in the blessing, alright, now that we have crossed over into Deuteronomy chapter 28 verses 1 through 14, some things you need to know, because some things changing right now. Need to start getting this in your spirit. All right. The way we perceive time, the way we perceive seasons, all right, it's time to change that. What do I mean? Well, no more January, February, March, April, May, and all that. No more 24 hours in a day. Nah. See, I'm going to show you. Okay. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. It says, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and to think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until the time and times and the dividing of time." That's now. 26. "But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end." Verse 27. "And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him." That's where we headed, y'all. They thought to change times and laws, and that's what they did. So, let me show you what I mean. When you look at your clock, it's 12 hours, right? But they tell you that from 12 midnight, all right, to the other 12 midnight, which is 24 hours, that's a full day, right? Nah, that's a damn lie. All right. Let's go to St. John chapter 11, verse 9. Yahushua answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world." Verse 10. "But if a man walk at night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him." All right. So there's 12 days, 12 hours in a day. So our days begin at 6 a.m., around 6, from 6 to 6. All right. Because the sun sets around that time. So once the sun goes down, then you got 12 hours to rule the night. Now, I do believe I taught on that. All right. But this goddamn cracker with all of his shenanigans, he changed all of that. And that's what a lot of them go by now. You know, a 24-hour clock instead of a 12 hours to rule the day and 12 hours to rule the night. Where the witness of man is, the witness of the power is greater. We going by what the scriptures say. All right. This is so we don't get thrown off. We got to line our shit up now. We got to sharpen our shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to months and years, let me show y'all something. I want y'all to screenshot this. You ready? If you got to freeze it and screenshot it. I want you to see it real good. Okay, y'all see the calendar? That's the Hebrew calendar. See the first month up here? It's called the month of Nisan. All right, the month of Nisan. Then you got the month of Iyar, Silvan, Tammuz, Av, Elul, Tishmal, Heshavan, Kislev, Tevet, Shavat, and Adar. Those are 12 months. Now, if you look in the middle, you'll see the months that the Gregorian calendar took to squeeze that in there. See how they did it? I'm going to show you how they fucked us up. During the time of Yahushai and before, all right, during the time of the prophets, all that, right? There was 12 months, but the year didn't start in no January. The year started in Nisan, which was April of this year, okay? And there were 13 months. Used to be 13 months. Julius Caesar removed one of the months so that he could cram a whole month and spread it out throughout the year, which made these 30 and 31 day months. Now let me show y'all something. All right, it's the math. 365, right? See that? Divide by 13, right? See there? And it equals 28. See right here? It's 28 days in a month. You divide 365 by 13, you get 28. Okay? There's supposed to be 28 days per month. Julius Caesar fucked that up. He changed the times and the laws. He took the month of Vader, all right, and he crammed it into the other 12 months and added 2 or 3 days for each month to absorb that whole month that he took. That's why we got 30 days, 31 days, 30 days here. Now, the only month that you got 28 days is what? February. And what do they call that? Black History Month. Know why? Because they know that the 28 days is the only month that they left to coincide with the Hebrew calendar, because they know we Hebrews. Then they shit it up. They shit up the month with fat bitches like Oprah Winfrey, Megan Thee Stallion, and all these other dumbass bitches on there. Monkey face Obama. All right, big ear motherfuckers like him. Martin Lucifer King and all the rest of these old fucking boule, dick sucking, behind the door closet faggot ass motherfuckers. Them the ones that they made to make up Black History Month. And then when we growing up in school, you know, these are your heroes. Why? Because they got their ass whooped. That's what they do. They force feed us that bullshit. And then now, you know, every month it's Black History Month. You know, they making fun of us. Every month's supposed to have 28 days. They took our fucking heritage, but not here. Not here. See, the Most High said, if it were possible, right, they would deceive the very elect. We in the blessings now. So he giving me this info, and I'm passing it along to you so that you could be hip to the jive. All right. So 28 days per month for 13 months. All right. But guess what? Our Hebrew calendar has 12 months for 12 tribes. All right. Now, the way ours went, it was still doable, because what fucked everything up was not just him, those days being crammed into 12 months. That's doable. But what fucked it up was making the New Year start by law on January 1st. That's what fucked everything up, and I'm gonna show you how that goes. So the month of Nisan starts in, say, late March or early April. All right, that's the month of Adar, and it's scriptorial. It's scriptorial. I'm going to show you. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 6. Salak, not Ezekiel. Ezra. Wait a minute. Ezra chapter 6 verse 15. It says, and this house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which was in the 6th year of the reign of Darius the king. So Adar is the last month of the year, which is on the Hebrew calendar right here at the end between February and March. All right, see it right here. Wait a minute. Adar, see it, February and March. That's where they squeezed it in. Now, that's still considered last year. See, even March of this year, in February, that was still 2023. It wasn't 2024. But they changed the law under the Gregorian calendar. Now, under the Hebrew calendar, that's still last year. The new year don't come in until Nisan, the following month. All right, the following month. Let me get another precept. This is 2 Samuel 11:1. And it came to pass after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. Kings went forth to battle at the end of the year. All right. When that year was expired, the very beginning was the month of Nisan. That's around April. All right. Now, let me get definition real quick. All right, this is the definition of Nisan. Here it is. Nisan, right here. All right. Nisan is the first month of the Hebrew calendar according to biblical reckoning, and the 7th month of the civil year. It usually falls within March and April and has 30 days. The name of the months come from the Akkadian language, but ultimately originates from Sumerian Nises, which means first fruits. In the Hebrew calendar, Nisan is also known as the first of the months of the year, first month, and the north of Aviv. All right, so it's also known as the month of the kings. That's what Nisan means. It's the month of the kings. All right, now let's go to Joel chapter 2. Let's go down to verse 23. Be glad then, ye children of Zion, and rejoice in the Lord your power, for he hath given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain and the former rain and the latter rain in the first month. That's the month of Nisan. That's right now. We are in the month of Nisan right now. This is why we just had the 3 days of darkness, which I told you they fucked that up by putting that fake ass sun up there. And I'm not pulling this out of my ass, y'all. Y'all can look it up. You can see it on TikTok. You can actually see them do this shit, man. You can see them do it. I had the video, but I can't find it because they take the shit down so fast. They don't want you seeing it. But these motherfuckers actually put the sun in there and the shit covered up the dark sun. The sun was covered by the moon for 3 straight days. April 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's why at night there was no moon. It was being covered. That was the sign from the Most High that our captivity is over. These motherfuckers put a fake ass sun up there to stop that. Because they would have to look for 3 days at that damn sun. These niggas fucked up something that had been ready to come for 400 years. That ain't gonna happen again here until another 20 years from now. 2044 is the next time that's gonna happen here. All right? So they did that to try to stop what's coming, but it didn't work. Whether they covered up the sun or not, it doesn't matter. The Most High is done with cursing us. We're out of that. All right? Understand that much. So, after that, well, what does the scripture say about that, man? Let's go to Joel chapter 2, verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood, fire, pillars of smoke. And the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord to come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. It's only for the Israelites. You got to be an Israelite, and you call on the name of the Lord during that time, and you'll be delivered. All right? As the Lord has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. Now, you got to be part of the remnant, and the Lord got to call you. All right? And when he called, your ass supposed to answer. Okay? We are in that time now. This is the most dangerous time in history for everybody that is thinking they elect, and you want to take your hands off the fucking steering wheel. You're going to swerve off the road and crash, man. I'm telling you. Let me get another precept. Matthew 24, verse 29. This has come to pass. This has come to pass. All right? This has come to pass. Listen. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. The stars been falling. Okay? They've been falling. You got to go to the Testament of Solomon to get that. These fallen angels are dropping out of the sky all over the world. People are filming it. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The powers of the heavens are being shaken right now. The rulership is being shook to where it's about to crack. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Got to go in order. The scriptures got to be fulfilled. The power's got to be shaken. And it is. Some big shit happened over these last couple of weeks. Some big shit. Okay? Now, when it comes to the moon, I'm gonna show you how they dicked us over. April 8th was the new moon. All right. Let me show y'all something. Y'all need to take a picture of this too. This is the lunar cycle. Okay. So, April 8th, this is what you got. April 8th, this is what you got. You got the new moon, right? And then after that, you got this one. And after that, you got this one. And after that, you got this one. Now, by the middle of the month, you get this, the full moon. When was the moon full? It was full yesterday. But yesterday was the 22nd, right? Yesterday was the 22nd. Today's the 23rd. Now, it's going to still be full tonight. But the full moon always comes in the middle of the month. So what month would that make that? Half of 28 is what? The 14th. So by the Gregorian calendar, they say it's the 23rd. But by the Hebrew calendar, it's the 14th. So from 14th all the way to the end, you got the 28th. All right? Now, this is why, all right, after that, all right, after that, then the moon starts to recede. Half moon, all right, last quarter. And then guess what? When May starts, all right, which is the month of ER, you get a new moon. This is how we count the months. Fuck January, February, March, April, May. No. It's the new moons, the month of Nisan. And then when that new moon roll around again, that's the month of ER. And then the new moon after that, that's the month of, look. All right. The month of Nisan, right? Then the next new moon, the month of ER. Then the next new moon, the month of Sylvan. Then the next new moon, the month of Tammuz. And then the next new moon, the month of Av. Then the next new moon, Ehud. The next moon, Tishrei. And then Hezban. Then Kislev. Then Tevet. Tevet is the 10th month between December and January. All right. Then you got Shabbat, which is February to March, and then Adar, which is March to April, and then April is Nisan. All right. So that's 12 months. All right. That we have, but we don't track the days. We track the moons. All right. So we'll say the 28th day of the month of Tevet, or the 28th day, and then when we see that new moon come around, then we know that that's the next month. That's how we do it. All right. We're not sitting back here going by and see. What they did was they gave us a old funky ass calendar, and they put the numbers on there, and then they changed it to where we would go by that. Now what they did, like I told you, with the Passover, right? They stuck the Passover before, all right, Yahweh Shai was crucified. They stuck the crucifixion, and then they want to say that that's the Passover. No. Let me get a precept. This is Matthew chapter 26. Verse 18. Matthew 26, verse 18. Yahweh Shai said, "Go into the city to such a man and say unto him, the master said, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. He didn't keep the Passover with the Pharisees. He kept it at the house with the disciples, okay? And the disciples did as Yahushua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now, when the even was come, he sat down with the 12, and as they did eat, he said, Verily, I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? And he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, Thou hast said. Verse 26, and as they were eating, Yahushua took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, Take, eat. This is my body. Now y'all know the Levites would kill the Passover lamb and then they would eat it. But you really think Yahushua meant for them after he came down off the cross for them to cut him up and start eating them? No. He said, this is my body. This bread is a representation of me. All right. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, Drink ye all of it. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. And when they had sung a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. Then said Yahushua unto them, All ye shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee. So, Yahushua gave him the game plan. Told him what was going to happen. Right? Now, that night, they went to the Garden of Gethsemane. Judas turned them in. Yahushua got arrested. They whooped his ass all the way from Monday to Friday. Then they crucified him. They put him on trial. You know, Pontius Pilate washed his hands of him. All right. But he said, y'all see to that because y'all the ones want him dead, not me. I don't find no fault in him. So, you fucking faggot ass Pharisees that's on here, all of you Moses law worshipers, you the motherfuckers that did it, and y'all the bitches that's gonna pay. You're gonna pay dearly. You are those same souls that are back now. All right. So, Yahushua was crucified 5 days later. Once again, how the fuck on March 29th did they call that Good Friday? No. Good Friday's coming up this Friday because this is the Passover after the 3 days of darkness that the Most High promised, all right, by the two precepts that I just gave you, both in Matthew and, Joel. It's another one in, I think, Amos. It's all through there. That great and dreadful day is at hand. All right. That's why this is the most dangerous time. Because if y'all get caught slipping, man, and ain't nothing more I can do for you. I done done everything I can to keep you motherfuckers online. Some of y'all, it's just in you. Your ass gonna get left, man. This is serious. This is of the utmost seriousness. It's only gonna happen once. If you miss this damn train, it ain't coming back. Okay? So, now that we know how they fucked us with the lunar cycle and with the moons and how they stretch the days out and the hours, this is how we're not going to get fooled. You look for Yahushua during the day and the night. He said, I could come at an hour when you're not thinking. He can come in the middle of the night. He can come in the middle of the day. He can come when you're getting your coffee on the way to work. We don't know. April 8th was just an introduction for your faith to be at its highest level and for you to continue to keep that throughout the whole time until we on our way out of here. If you let that drop, if you focus on me talking shit, talk about I don't know what I'm talking about or I misled you, then hey, that's on you, man. I know who the fuck I am. I got fucking Japhites holding the door open for me and calling me king at goddamn restaurants. And I tell them to do that. They doing it on their own. king. I ain't said, hey, do you know I'm a king? These motherfuckers doing it on their own. Got witnesses for it. Got fucking white women getting up, all right, coming to the whole other side of the fucking restaurant to see what the fuck we doing, all right? Every time me and the brothers go out, one of these goddamn Japhite women, if not more than one, come over to the table. Try to see what the fuck is going on, all right? We publish the name of the Lord. We on our square over here in the west, south, whatever. I pray y'all representing the throne correctly, but our time is short. The whole world finna know who the fuck we are. And these scoffers calling me delusional, it's only delusional until it come to pass, all right? So, y'all keep hating and keep looking at us as we look to the sky for our redemption. And then we gonna see you motherfuckers, all right? Don't ever tell me I ain't no king, motherfucker. I don't need you to validate me for shit. All right? Just know all of that. So, I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Y'all chew on these biscuits, all right? When I get something else new, I'll be back at y'all. But until then, keep your eyes to the sky, all right? And stay on your square this time. And don't turn into a little bitch and fall off, all right? Giving all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. This your king and shepherd signing off, all right? KD out. Shalom.